another quilt that I just finished. I only need to put the backing on it. But I wanted to show it to you while the sunlight is coming in. This one, I used different sections and what I call consistent Sashiko stitching. And these are the purses I make. And this is what I call Sashiko consistent stitching or continual stitching. It's not leaving really any spaces on the fabric. I'm going straight through and making sure that all of the fabric is stitched with Sashiko or visible stitching. So this is one of my coin purses. This has a zipper, and I might put more Sashiko in here, but right now that's what that looks like. So that's the consistent. And this quilt, I will tell you something. I purposely did start to put butterflies. That butterfly, you can see that butterfly is kind of blended in. And I put different intentional stitching in shapes. I was playing around. I wanted to kind of give each fabric some stitching. This is a jean seam, and I just kind of did different stitches there. But what came out of this is some shapes that just threw me for a loop after I noticed. So the butterfly, and there's another butterfly in here, but that I purposely put. But if you look, I'm going to bring this up so you can see one of the first shapes that came up. This, I don't know if it's going to come out here, but it's basically a shape of a horse. And it's not showing really good, but you can see the horse's head. I had ripped the fabric because I wanted to just get different shapes. And that's what I got. I got that horse's head. And you can see it much better in person. But right next to it, then I got a shape of a person. Let's see if you can see it. So I elaborated. I got the head and like a dress. And I had gotten an arm, so I added the other arm. I gave it 2 arms. So it has an arm. And that's right next to the horse. The horse is right next to it. So I started getting shapes, so I wasn't even trying. And I gotta tell you, I don't know if you can see this either. These are abstract, really, but I love it. These two and these two kind of form primitive type. It's like Stonehenge almost, but primitive type shapes of maybe monks or something like that, but very abstract. But this quilt was a lot of fun. And I did the stipple stitch, only hand stitch here, kind of showing where the butterfly is flying around. And coming up here, that's the person. Abstract person. And down here, I did some triangles again. I did a cross here right through the flower. You probably can't see it on here. Now, you know, these stitches are stitching the quilt together and holding everything together, but it's also making decoration, and it's also having a lot of fun. So that is, I'll show you the other butterfly here. If I can actually find, here it is. Here's the other butterfly. And so you got the orange butterfly, and that's intentional, and I put little blue markings on his wings and gave him antennas. And then we have the other butterfly, which is the yellow one down here. So this this is quite beautiful. What I did also, which I don't know if you can see, is Sashiko stitched a sun in on one of the panels, and then I did some little stars up here, or flowers, a couple more here, and let's see if I can show you. I did a couple more flowers. This is something that in Sashiko, the Japanese, have done forever. They bring up part of the lotus flower up out of the corner. And so they decorate corners of like handkerchiefs or things like that to just decorate a corner. So let's see if you can see that. That's part of a lotus flower. So some of these designs are intentional and some are not. Here's another intentional, kind of just little lily I just wanted to add there. I'm not sure why I had to put it there. And these are a couple of more little flowers right here and here I just wanted to add. So anyway, this is my latest, very, I would say complicated quilt, or wall hanging, or quilted wall hanging. And I purposely left the fray on this sari. There's some saris in here, there's some dresses in here, there is some vintage silk in here, and this is actually vintage silk. And I had to fold over some of those. That vintage silk right here, if I can find where I sewed, no, I can't find it. I wanted to show you something that I purposely, actually all of these have seams, but oh, here, actually, I purposely put this over this. These are two pieces here, and this was, this piece by itself had a tiny little hole. I could have stitched that hole around, and I did do that in here somewhere, because that's what Sashiko is all about. That's what the Boro-Building is all about. It's mending what's broken. It's reinforcing what's weak. And so what I ended up doing with this in particular one is I put another piece of fabric on top to reinforce it. So, and this is how beautiful these just little pieces here and there. I was there's a few like this. I put little pieces. I felt I wanted to reinforce different areas, and and that was a process, because as I went along I decided to do that because I was choosing larger pieces. So anyway, this is my latest piece, and I just wanted to share this with you, and hope that it inspires you. And people keep asking me to sell my stuff somewhere, and I just say right now at this point, if anyone is interested in me making a quilt, please contact me with the email. I'd be more than happy to discuss with you, and I'd stay within affordable ranges of prices, but I would love to do, if there's a nonprofit or fundraiser you would like me to make something for you, I will do that. Just I would love to do that. Just contact me. I mean, I did that. I gave our Goodwill down here a lot of work and had them price it. They did give me a percentage, but they were able to choose what that was. So that was kind of my way of saying, this is I'm gifting some of this for you, to you. So, but anyway, this is what you can do with scraps. I mean, this was a scarf, this was a dress, this right here was a blouse, this down here was a scarf, this was a scarf, this was a scarf. A lot of these were scarves. This was a dress. Actually, I'm going to tell you, this is the only piece that was in my closet, and this is vintage because this was in my working days in HR when I dressed up really pretty. I had this dress, I bought it brand new. This dress has been, so this is now part of this. It went into the bin. The bin I showed you, that is my working bin. This was a dress, thrift shop dress. And so, you know, this down here, the horse, the one that came out. Let's see if I can hold that so you can see that. I don't know if you can see that horse, but it's gorgeous. It just came out like that. And so I just, you know, when that happens, I feel like the fabric is speaking to me. I feel like it's taking a life of its own on, and I go with it. I don't try to change it or manipulate it, because a multicolored horse symbol meaning is time to break out of the routine. That's what that means. So I kept it there. And then I got a, like I said, then I got the person with almost like a headdress, almost Aborigine feeling I get. However, maybe not, depending on what you're seeing. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that's some inspiration to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. This backing is going to be folded just like the other one. It's going to be, I'm going to fold, and it's the same material. So I'm using, this is a sheet. This is a, it feels very silky. I think it's a silk or all cotton, but it's an all natural fiber. So this backing is actually the same sheet, and I'm folding it to the seam. That's what's going to be, just like this one. This was folded to the seam and then it's just stitched around. And so I plan to, I'm going to make another one of these. I'll keep sharing them with